up, everyone? Welcome back to another match reaction over here on Chic TV. And it is a little bit of a disappointing one as United do crash out of the Carabao Cup against Tottenham Hotspur at their home ground. And when I say disappointing, I say it because of the manner that we lost and the way that we conceded some of our goals today. And that really sums it up. Individual mistakes cost us, specifically from the goalkeeper and Martinez, if I were just to name them, Martinez and Bayern specifically. But yeah, other than that, I will say this: I think the performance was good. I was impressed at a certain point, and the reason why I say that is because I think we showed a lot of good intent, especially in the second half and in the first half too. Even when we went a goal down early on in the game, and yeah, I liked a lot of the patterns. I saw a lot of the same things, a lot of the same things that we were trying. We were utilizing our wing backs. That's one thing that I had in terms of a complaint against Manchester City in the derby, even though despite we did win that game, I didn't feel like we really utilized our fullbacks in that game. And today we did. And that's why Diogo Dallo, who I've been critical of in the past couple of games in his performance in the final third, I thought to a certain extent did much better than what we've been seeing in the past couple of games today. Mazraoui being Mazraoui, absolute like he was great. Everybody else, like if I were to get into the team, Agarte, I thought played really good today. Ericsson specifically in the first half, I thought played very good today. Front three with Bruno, Hoyland, and Anthony, that's pretty much what we were gonna get. In terms of just the personnel that we have out there. Anthony, I don't know when was the last time he started a game. Even though I've been shamelessly applauding him for his little cameos that he's been having in the past couple of games when he comes off the bench, because technically and factually, when he has come off the bench, we have ended up winning the game in our past two games. So him starting though didn't really make sense because it's just when was the last time we'd seen Anthony start? And it's kind of like a confidence thing. And can he play that 10 role that Ruben Amorim asks him to play? Because we know it's not a conventional winger type of role. It's more central and it's more possession based and it's more requiring of you to be better on the ball and stuff like that. So that was always going to be a question mark when I did see the lineup and he was starting. And then Hoyland's, I already say this again and again, he's a limited player in my opinion. Bruno Fernandes, same thing, limited player in my opinion. So that's what we're going to get with the front three. And first half, we couldn't score. And Spurs scored from a mistake from Bayern, like I said, when I said individual mistakes. That was the first one. I forgot who it was who took the shot at goal, but it was like outside the box. And Solanke just gets the rebound. Bayern literally pushes it straight out to him and he gets the rebound, and it's a near post finish. So it's like twice in that instance, I felt like Bayern could have done a lot better. Obviously, originally was the save where he just kind of parried it straight to Solanke. So that was mistake number one in that instance. Mistake number two was Solanke ended up shooting it near post, and Binder could have easily saved that as well. I think that's what I think, but he didn't. It hits off the post and goes in, and they go 1-0 from there. Didn't even think that they really deserved it at that point. I thought we were the much better team in terms of like attacking and chances that we were creating. Even after though, I think the response that we showed was good. We tried to chase for that equalizer in that first half and we were close. We got two specific chances from Ericsson, which were like literally identical of each other. And even when I say identical with each other, they both resulted in not it being a goal, and they both were blocked by either the defender or I think maybe Forster made a save one of those instances. But those are like the best chances I could really think of in the first half. And I'm going into the second half thinking like, we can definitely get something from this game. I think there's more from us to come in terms of we can bring players on, we can change a little thing, like we can change certain things up going into that second half, and we can come out firing and try to get a quick goal and try to grab a win. At least that's what I thought. At least that's what I thought would have happened. But boy, was I wrong, because we come out that second half and literally in less than a minute we concede. Kulusevski scores. And then I think a couple of minutes after, probably around, I think maybe 10 minutes after, Solanke scores the third, and it's 3-0 at that point. And I'm just like, oh man, here we go. Here we go. 3-0. We had already lost 3-0 to Spurs, and that time it was at home. So you could have already imagined if we had lost 3-0 to Spurs at home and away, lost to Ange this season with two different managers. I already know De Niro would have cooked on Mud Brothers. But yeah, unfortunately for Spurs, that didn't happen because Fraser Forster decided to hey, he went up to Bayern Bureau was like, hey man, hold my coffee, hold my drink real quick because I'm gonna just outdo you in terms of having a nightmare. And I'm not sure what happened to Fraser Forster, but literally gave two goals away in the span of like 10 minutes. And yeah, all of a sudden, United somehow found a way back in, and it was Xerxes and Ahmad who scored the two goals. And if I just tell you, mistake from I forgot who the center back was, and Forster for Xerxes' goal, kind of just literally a tap in. Ahmad Diallo's was literally just him pressing and making a run to the goalkeeper to try to win the ball, and Forster just took too long to clear it, and it goes off of Ahmad Diallo straight into the net, and it's 3-2 at that point. I'm like, okay, here we go, game on. Ahmad's on the pitch too. We have literally all like the better players who I thought should have started in terms of like when I said he rotated. So I thought, okay, maybe we can try to get something from there, and we tried. We really did. And when I said like I thought we had a good performance, it's right after this moment because we were winning corner after corner. We were peppering them in terms of the attack, like winning ball after ball. Um, weren't really giving them a chance to just play out at all. Even on the counter, like yeah, zero chance. And there were spells of it, like we showed right after right after we scored the second goal and Ahmed scored the second goal. We showed a lot of intent right after that, and then couldn't really get the equalizer. It goes to a moment in the corner, at the end of the game around the 80th minute, where Spurs get a corner and Human Son ends up taking it, and again Binder just making a mistake because Son tries to hit it straight for goal, and Binder just absolutely misjudges it, and it goes straight in. And at that point, it's over. It's 4-2 then in the 80th minute. And there's no way I had no hope thinking that we were going to do anything. We were going to come back in that game. And we did score a third. Johnny Evans, big game Johnny Evans that we like to call him, did score a third, but just a little too late, purely a consolation. And yeah, that was it. We're out of the Carabao Cup. Spurs do advance, and I think they are playing Liverpool in the next round, and Arsenal end up playing Newcastle. But to us, what I would really just close it out by like close this match reaction out by and just say is that I think performance wise, I was happy with the effort that we showed, and I was happy specifically with the patterns of play and how we attacked, and specifically in that first half and a little bit in that second half too. You could often see a lot of the same things. You could often see a lot of certain players being in the same position at every time, trying to make the same run. Where we always call this out on the watch along on Sarcasm City TV. Check it out on the YouTube and on the playback. Definitely subscribe to Flawless Man. Big up to him every single time. But we always call this out on his watch along every single time we've watched Ruben's Manchester United is the switch is on or make that overlap run that's on and all those. And this might sound like basic stuff, but in terms of us, it's like it feels like we definitely have some sort of identity. And I wouldn't even say like some sort of identity. It feels like we have a clear identity in the way that we play, how we like to play the ball out from the back. And yeah, I feel like I'm fully like in sync with how Ruben wants to actually play, and how he wants to set up this team. And it's crazy to say that because my previous manager, I couldn't do that at all. It was something new every single game. And this time with Ruben, it feels like I always say this, it feels like a breath of fresh air because now we can actually see like a clear plan and a clear identity with how we are looking to be successful. Ruben is, in my opinion, is working miracles with the squad in terms of even rotations. To some of the stuff like rotations that he had to make today, and the players that we had to put out today. Just I don't think some of them are honestly, cut for something like this. And it showed today. Hopefully, this was maybe just a one-off game for specifically those guys who made mistakes today, Martinez and Bayendier. But yeah, I think this is definitely not his starting 11. This has definitely felt like a 50 to 60% like B team, I would say. But looks like his focus is on Bournemouth, and I expect to see a stronger lineup against Bournemouth, especially compared to this. Like Onana must start, Ahmad must start, Mainu must start. Euro, Delict, if obviously if he's back from illness, he must start. And yeah, we got to go win. We're out of a competition now, so there's more pressure on him to try to deliver a trophy because that's something that I do want us to still compete for. He kind of downplayed it after in a post match press conference. He was talking a little bit about, oh, my aim is like to win a Premier League, and that's what the goal is. So maybe he just, I guess, a little bit downplayed the Carabao Cup, but I'm not too fussed about it, to be honest. Right now at this stage in the season, I'm more focused on performances, and I am more focused on how we are setting up in games and just seeing what Ruben can do with the squad. And like I said, I feel like to a certain extent he is working wonders with them. But do I think we could, like, there's still more things to improve on and we can be better in future games? 100%. 100%. With the, especially the way that we attacked in certain moments of the game today. Yeah, I think with a better lineup, like maybe had Xerxes started, likes of Ahmad, certain other players, definitely think that first half could have been different. But I'm seeing a lot of the excuse me, I'm seeing a lot of the same stuff. I'm seeing a lot of the same patterns of play. And that's what I like. And yeah, that's really what I would have concluded with is that it is a disappointing result and sucks that we are out of a competition and a trophy that we could have potentially competed for. But I still am impressed with the performance and I still am happy with how things are going under Ruben Amorim, and I think that's what the most important thing is currently for me at this moment. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for today's match reaction, people. And thank you guys all for tuning in, and thank you guys all for all the support so far on the YouTube channel and on the TikTok channel as well. And yeah, we'll catch you all in the next one. We'll be live for either a pre-recorded or a live match reaction on Sunday. Definitely keep an eye out for that. Turn on the notification bell so you'll know every single time I either drop a video or I go live on Chic TV. But yeah, until then, hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, depending on the time that you are watching. And yeah, we'll catch you all in the next one. Big up and take care, people. Love.